In this module, we will examine some characteristics of the underwater environment, find out what currents and tides are, begin to get to know the marine fauna, and learn some things about skin diving from a boat. The underwater world. You are now learning everything that you need to know to explore the fantastic world concealed beneath the surface of the water. Skin diving can be practiced in many conditions and places, each one different from the other. Every time we go into the water, it will be different from the previous time, due to the different location, the creatures we encounter, or the conditions at the time. There are always ways in which we can describe the different skin diving environments. The first is the temperature. It can range from warm tropical waters to the cold waters of northern lakes. As well as the geographical position, the temperature of the water also varies with the depth. The water temperature usually gets colder at depth. The change may occur gradually or even suddenly, a phenomenon known as thermocline. The warmer layer of water does not mix with the colder one below and creates a thin layer of separation. This not only can be felt as the change in temperature, but it can also be seen as an optical effect that can sometimes even be bothersome. Beneath the thermocline, the difference in temperature usually changes gradually. Another important aspect that influences free diving excursions is the visibility. It can range from 50 meters to just a few centimeters. Visibility has a great influence on the comfort of the excursion, even though it is only at a psychological level. Wave movement. Breaking waves are a familiar sight. But what are waves? How do they form? What influence do they have on our free diving excursions? Contrary to appearances, a wave is not a mass of water moving forwards. In reality, it is only energy that is moving. You can prove this by shaking the end of a rope up and down. You have the impression that part of it is moving forwards, but in reality, each part of the rope is only traveling a short distance up and down, without moving horizontally. A similar phenomenon occurs with the waves at sea. In this case, what is it that gives the waves the impulse? In particular, the wind imparts a circular motion to the water particles on the surface, and this is transmitted to the particles nearby and to those below. The longer the stretch of sea over which the wind blows, known as the fetch, the greater the height of the waves. The features of a wave are its height, the difference between the crest and the trough, and its length, the distance between one crest and the next. But what happens when waves get near the shore? The particles near the seabed assume a flattened orbit until it becomes an oscillating movement parallel to the seabed. This is surge. This action slows down the base of the waves. The crests, which have become unstable, fall forwards and surf is created. Surf is dangerous for skin divers. Avoid it. Currents. Other important physical aspects for us are the marine currents. Doing the wrong thing could be extremely tiring and, above all, less fun. So let's look at the various types of currents. In practical terms, a current is a river of water flowing in water. Many currents can be foreseen, therefore avoided, or dealt with in the correct